Hey, we in here, man.
Yes, sir.
Elevator, what you doing in the projects, man? What you doing in the PJs?
I just hanging out, filling in for my brother that couldn't make it. So
Yeah, Big Hill couldn't make it today, man. But look, we in his house, man. We about to have some fun, kick over some stuff, man. Y'all in the crib, man. We just gonna clean up before we leave, but don't tell Big Hill we in the spot, though. You know, you gonna have to tune in to find out what happened. Supreme, what's happening, man? You
yes,
wanna come
sir.
up here,
Supreme.
bro? Yeah, come on, man. Come help us mess up Big Hill spot, man. We about to tear this bad boy down. Yeah, yeah. Was you listening this morning, Elevated? Because I know you had your hands full.
Uh, yeah, I was listening on and off. I've been fooling this bitch dog.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, she should be dropping any minute. I mean,
yeah,
her belly about dragging the ground.
yeah.
She's probably got
What's
10 in her.
today?
Uh,
As far as her,
I think she's
as,
like 58, 60.
hey, Native Gold. Good morning. Who dog is that, Native Gold? Yeah, Henry James. Hey, Henry James, he couldn't make it, man. You know, Big Hill, he ain't here, but we in his house, man. Don't tell him we in his house right now, man, because we about to have some fun, man. What was you saying, Elevated? What day is she on?
58.
Okay, what, 62? So she, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Uh, Lone Wolf, what's happening, man? Have you ever, has any of those been, had any prematures?
No, no. I usually have them around anywhere from 58 to 62 days. If they're born any before 56 days, they're considered premature.
Yeah.
But I've never had
Okay.
any born earlier like that.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I've never had one pop out early. Uh,
Man.
Now like when they're born, I do write down the order they're born in, whether or not they come out head or feet first.
Yeah.
Couple different things. The duration between each puppy, I write that down.
Hmm.
A bunch of stuff. I mean, just keeping
Yeah.
track of the female, kinda.
Yeah.
The more
Yeah,
breedings
man.
I've done, the more I've gotten worried about that. Losing a female during this.
Yeah. Have you lost any females?
No, not through breeding process. But the more
Yeah.
the more I do, I realize,
It can happen. Yeah. Man.
yep, it happened to the best of us.
Yeah. You ever have to bottle feed any pups?
Uh,
Any pups that the mother wouldn't feed? Have you ever had to deal with that? You discarded a pup or something?
no, because usually I've never had above 8 in a litter. The
Okay.
so uh pretty much the mamas can let 8 feed, but if it and I mean like there's a couple like sometimes I'll just bottle feed a couple that I see are noticeably smaller, and
Mhm.
it'll help them get up to the where the rest of them are.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
A lot of people wouldn't, but every once in a while I'll bottle feed a couple of them. It just depends.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. I like sitting there bottle feeding them. They'll just take it.
Yeah.
That's something I've done since I was tiny. So
Mhm. Yeah.
it's one of the first things I remember doing.
Yeah, man. So, what's your experience with feeding raw?
So I fed it to a couple pregnant bitches. Uh, During the process, like of them after they have them, I start feeding them the raw mix, and then when they're about 4 weeks old, whenever I go to wean them off, I'll wean off the raw mix too.
Yeah.
So like Because I separate all my pups from the mama at 4 weeks. By 4 weeks, they're not with the mama anymore. They already
Yeah.
got teeth, so I just start weaning it off of her then, and then start getting her ready for, bounce back.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people wants to do the bounce back slowly, but really you're almost better off. You can get better results if you go into it pretty fast.
Yeah, Bad Bash, what's happening? Wayne Moon.
Wayne, what's happening, Wayne?
Dirty
What's up,
Dog. Hey, Dirty Dog. Yeah, man. What's your experience with Raw versus Kibble, man?
Oh, me?
Nah, Elevate.
Oh, okay.
So, like Raw, all it really does is helps with the nutrients like that they are giving out to the puppies. Like it's just, it's more easily like soluble to the body than the kibble is. So like when you're adding it through the process of her having them, like it just makes it so much better. Like I'm gonna do it with Vixen. She'll eat hamburger meat. She'll have a few things in it. I'm gonna make a video of what I mix up. It'll have goat's milk in it and all kinds of stuff. I feed goat's milk to the mama the whole time too.
Yeah, but I'm saying not necessarily during pregnancy. I'm just saying in general. Man,
so I prefer kibble. I prefer kibble all day long. Okay. The Black Pride.
Yeah. I would too if I had a lot of dogs, without a doubt.
I just take the Black Pride. I got a 55-gallon blue barrel that I cut. Mm-hmm. You know how like they'll have them like little rings around the barrel. They'll have like 3 of them. I cut it off at the bottom one, and I cut the top off of it where it can slide down in it, and I'll dump all the food I'm going to use in it, and then I'll fill it with water and put that lid on it for about 30 minutes, and then I'll come back, and I feed all mine soaked food.
Yeah. Man, because I was thinking like, if I had a whole bunch of dogs, man. Hey, how much does a whole cow cost, man?
A whole cow?
Whole cow, hide, everything.
I don't know. Half a cow, like if you go to a butcher, it can be anywhere from like $1,200 to like $1,800, I believe.
And I'm
not exactly sure. Let me look.
That'll feed multiple families for an entire year, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm just thinking aloud, man. I never done it, so now
okay.
From a business perspective, if I had a lot of dogs, I would buy me 2 big freezers, man. Big freezers, and buy me a whole cow, maybe once or twice a year. Think about it, that'd be a $2,400 buy if you got 2 cows one cow every 6 months. You got a couple of hides, you got the everything, invest in a grinder, you know what I'm saying? Get a one of them things to freeze dry. I freeze dry some organs, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Okay, he said Wayne Moon said 2,100. Ooh, that's a nice little penny, man. But I wonder how far. So I'm guessing it's gonna be between 2,100 and maybe 3,000, depending on what kind of cow.
That would be a whole cow. Some of it. The cost of a half cow of meat typically ranges from $1,500 to $2,500, including processing fees. This price will vary based on the breed of cattle, whether it's pasture raised or not, and other factors. A half cow usually yields around 150 to 200 pounds of meat.
Yeah, because if you do the math, it might be you might be able to win a little bit like that if you if you one of them numbers people, you know what I'm saying? Get you a whole cow, get you 2 big freezers or however many you gotta house it. I'll give me some big vacuum seal bags, man, some one of the freeze dry machines that freeze dry some organs, chop them up, you know what I'm saying, and had do raw kibble mix type deal, man, throughout the year. I think you might save money like that if you wanted to do raw with a lot of dogs, man. That's just me thinking aloud though, but I don't know how it would tally out. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yep. My thing with
How
it
much?
would be hard to like. I would have to play with it until I figured out
Yeah,
like which dog needed what proportions and stuff.
yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, because
That's when you'd have to play with it.
Hey, but you the mad scientist, huh?
Yep. Yeah, I mean, you can figure
Yeah,
out like I know
yeah,
that through feeding kibble for so long, I know
yeah,
I use a like you know how girls got them and dudes too. I ain't gonna just but big Stanley cups. I use one of them to feed
yeah,
my dogs. I used to use a plastic cup, but I kept breaking it, so I just bought a big Stanley cup with a handle on it. I
yeah,
use it to feed my dogs, and some dogs
yeah.
get one, and some dogs get two.
Hmm.
It just depends on what they are, who they are. That's maintenance feed. That's just daily, every day, not working nothing out. Some dogs get one and some get two.
Yeah, native gold. What's
Native
going
Gold, what's
on?
up, brother?
How are you doing, gentlemen? How we doing?
Hey, what's going
Trying to
on?
figure this thing out, man. I don't know what's going
What?
on with it. Why does it not have my profile picture? Sorry.
You
Oh,
can
yeah,
go. You
yeah,
can click on the little three dots and change that while you're on here.
On the settings, or
It's like right down at the bottom where you see you on an app or you on the website.
I think I'm on the website, streammyyard.com or something like that.
I don't know the website layout. I don't know on the app. If you go down to the bottom where you see the microphone, the camera, and the three buttons,
Uh-huh.
you turn your camera on. Well, no, you ain't gotta turn your camera on. You just hit the three buttons, and the three buttons would be like edit, avatar, audio, avatar.
Okay, let me see here. Oh, settings. Okay. Edit avatar.
Yeah, you
yeah.
can
It's
upload a
about
pic.
$2 a pound. $2 a pound.
So y'all was talking about the raw when having
Yeah.
puppies, or y'all was just talking
What?
about the raw and conditioning.
This period. Hey, let me say this real quick. Hey, Big C. The only thing about rabbit, man, because I will fool with rabbit too, but they say, uh, that rabbit is, I don't know how to put it. Like it's so lean that if you fed rabbit alone, you couldn't. It would be malnutrition if you use that as your main source of protein
So I
over
sent a
time.
video to Dre not long ago after we talked about that. So this guy on the internet said if you cook the rabbit meat in lard or tallow, right?
Uh,
Just a scoop of tallow. That's all you need to make it where you won't do that.
yeah.
So,
L1, what's happening?
so like you could feed rabbits. Like it's
Just,
not.
it's just beef fat.
Yeah,
Tallow is just beef fat.
yeah. Like
Yeah,
you just need to add the fat source to make your body
yeah.
absorb
Hey,
it correctly.
what were you about to say, Supreme?
Well, I remember back in the first digital dog show I entered. What was that? Back in 2022, when I won second place. Um, I was doing the raw, and I had completely took away the kibble. And what I seen, and
Yeah,
then with the same workout, she dropped a lot of fat real fast, faster than I was expecting her to. I just came home one day and looked at her like damn, what the hell? So I had to learn. I had to replace that kibble at a rate, and then replace it with other stuff like the sweet potato for the carbs, the broccoli, the boiled egg. Then she was throwing up that drumstick end piece, and then
mhm,
somebody had told me to cut off that back end knuckle,
mm,
so she don't throw it up no more. And then I give her the meat. I give her the chicken every other day because that bone probably gonna take away out the digest. But with the kibble took down a little bit, and me working her, she's starting to pop real nicely, real nicely. But I just know if me personally, if I just went straight raw, I would have to be on my P's and Q's because I wouldn't want her to, because I had to try and feed her as much as possible because I don't drop no feed during keep. I feed her as much as possible because I be working her. So
Yeah.
definitely a
Speaking
learning
of,
process.
speaking of, man, you been pounding that pavement, huh?
Say that again.
You been pounding that pavement, huh?
Yes, sir, big bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. What
I
you what you what you be putting in, man, on a daily basis, bro?
so if I'm gone, so now that I'm in like week 3 of my keep, her wind up, so I could walk her like the 5 miles and then bring her home, and she want to go straight to the backyard and do
Hmm.
I call it suicides, but it's really just
Yeah.
playing fetch. But this how I crafted the playing fetch. I'm in the one corner of the backyard, and I launch it to the other corner, and she bring it right to me. But I use those straps, those crane straps.
Hmm.
I got some big ass crane straps, and I shave them down to a certain weight. So one to be 1 pound, one to be 2 pounds, one to be 3 pounds. And when she grab it, she pick it up with her mouth, but she got to run it back to me. So, and then I make her jump up a lot, like a lot of jumps, like
Yeah.
a lot of jumpings. Like I hold that strap in my hand, and I'm just spinning around and twirling, and she doing
Yeah.
cartwheel flips, all type of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much my keep. I ain't, you know what? I wanted to use a weighted collar, but I'm like, no, I'm straight. I'll wait till she has some offspring and use a weighted
so
collar, but I just
so
do
what?
just like
So
weighted
what?
collar and weighted vest
No, but you were gonna wait until she what?
to her puppies. Till she has some
Oh,
puppies to introduce the
why?
meal because I ain't never put her on
Why?
no meal. I ain't never put on no meal.
Hmm.
I ain't never used no weighted collar on her. All her work just been like just straight calisthenics and uphill work.
Man,
Uh,
what you should do is um just how much does she weigh?
man, she thick. She ain't gonna cap. She like she done dropped like a pound, 2 pounds. She probably 48 pounds.
And so I w- I've been doing my research, man, and I've done it before, but I did it my mentor way, starting with pups, but like over time, like looking further into it, man, like they say, for the weighted collar, you you go 1 pound per every 10 pounds. So I wouldn't go above 4 pounds, and then I would introduce just 1 pound to her and just let her work with that 1 pound. You know what I'm saying? Like that was, with the from what I understand, like with the because back in the day, it was a they kind of frowned on weight pulling to a certain extent, and it was a controversy, and that's what I was looking into because some OGs were saying that you could do more with less weight, as far as building the dog up, and you less likely to run into injuries. So on one side, people was like, heavy, going heavy, put the real weight pulling, and on the other side, they was staying light and tight, like that ratio, that 1 to 10 pound ratio as far as working. So
Right.
I mean, like, I would probably do like a 1 pound weighted collar and just do some rolling.
And,
Facts.
and some of them workouts that they're using and advised depends on the body structure of the dog. Like a dog
Hmm.
like Jarvis, he can carry and pull more weight than a dog like, let's say Rose. She was my Chinaman dog. She
Yeah.
did really good with lightweight and long endurance. Versus
Hmm.
Jarvis, he can pull a lot of heavyweight for a good long time. It's just
Yeah.
difference in his body structure.
Yeah. And see, man, I had a dog that I used to, tie up in the backyard, like put a, when he was a pup, I put him on a 45-pound weight, and it would, it keep him stationary. And, as he started getting bigger and older, that 45-pound weight to move around, when I'd be out there and I just, want him to be stationary. And then as he started to mature and started to come in, man, that 45-pound weight was just like a damn near like a paperweight for him. So I started taking a 45-pound weight and I would lay it on his flat side because the top side it's got is riveted or whatever it's not even flat. So I put it on the flat side. I go to an open yard and I had a little weight pulling vest on and had a little 45-pound plate tied to the back, and we just play fetch. And I'm talking about, man, he would just pull it around like it was nothing. But I tried that with other dogs trying to introduce, and it was just like, no, you understand? So it's to each his own,
Right.
As far as the dog.
I think a pulling dog gets something to do with their mindset.
Yeah.
Like Mason, he's never been a puller. Even no matter what you hook him to, he ain't like a hit the end of the chain, and he never has been. So some of it I think is the mindset of a dog. Like I couldn't have took Mason and had him pulling 2,500 pounds. He wouldn't have done it. He'd have sat there and looked at me like I'm stupid.
I had a dog do me like that once.
Yeah.
Looked at me like I was retarded.
Well, I think it's because the dog that I had, he was retarded. He was literally retarded, man. But it was like, he wasn't like all the way there as far as intelligence, but I love that dog because of situations like that. No matter what I threw at him, he would take it. And he just became my favorite dog. I just liked him, It's just what it was, man. It wasn't anything just extra special. It was just he would do the work,
Yep. I'll tell you something I've been doing. You know how everybody uses the resistance bands?
Mm-hmm.
And we'll hook them to something and have them coming at something. And then, so I took a pulley. I put it up in a branch, screwed it into a branch where it can't go nowhere, where it's stationary. And I hooked a rope that's about 18 feet, I'd say, in length. And I took a 5-gallon bucket, and I have a hanging scale. So I took a 5-gallon bucket. I weighed the dog, and then I took my 5-gallon bucket and I poured that much weight of sand in the bucket, put a lid on it, and tied it to that rope. Then I'm working the dog, and he's pulling it and stuff, making him go back and forth. That's the weight of the dog. It's like using a machine, but at the same time, he's only using his body weight.
Mm-hmm.
But because of leverage, if you take and stretch out, say you put 50 pounds on a bucket and you stretch that rope out about 10 foot and go to pulling it, it feels heavier than what you would think. So that's something to be cautious with. But I come up with that idea not long ago, and I'm liking the results.
Yeah.
I just hook him to my weight pulling harness on both sides. Have him coming at me, working, that type of stuff. Yeah. And see, when you hook it up, you have a half semicircle that you can play in. You know what I mean? Because of the way the pulley works. So as long as you stay in that first semicircle, you're fine.
Yes, sir.
But I've liked the results of that. And I ain't never seen nobody do it. And say you got a 50-pound dog, you just pour 50 pounds of sand in there. You got a 30-pound dog, pour out 20 pounds of sand into another bucket. And it's and your weight, it'll never go away. It's sand. You just keep 2 buckets that you can kind of pour them back and forth, and a hanging scale out there. That's the easiest way to do it.
Man, my girl got a sewing machine. I damn near just make one.
Yeah. See, damn old school. That's what I was saying. A lot of old schools would be say that. What's the purpose in weight pulling? And that's why
when I hear that, I ask what blood it is.
Well, nah, I'm just saying, because weight pulling kind of came around. Maybe I want to say, don't get me lying, man. And I can't. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe 30, 40 years ago or whatnot, and as it started getting introduced, is frowned upon. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I can see
and
that.
now that and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, like, and when you step back and you think about it from a broad perspective, what would be necessarily the purpose of weight pulling as far as work, with a dog. But there is situations and whatnot, but I'm just saying, I've seen it. But thinking aloud, man, hey, so I think the reason why my dog Boomer he would pull that weight around like that is because I had him tied up. He kind of grew into it. You know what I'm saying? Versus me just slapping it on the dog. He literally grew into it. So I think that's probably why it was nothing to him.
Right, right.
It did get big around the 70s.
But I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah.
the best, the bloodline that I noticed, and y'all could correct me if y'all feel different, but the old family red nose is the best line for weight pull. They
Yeah.
they win Ace of Ace. They win national championships back to back to back. They the best. They the best. They them some real workhorses.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of them do good. Uh, my dog Kilo back in the day. So he was a grandson of Jeep, bred to a Hemphill Wilder bitch, and he pulled
Yeah.
2,500 pounds at a weight pull a year old.
Hey, breaking news, breaking news. Hey, Dre just stuck Saki to Kazi again.
Uh oh.
Yeah.
Uh oh.
Oh
Spaghettios.
man. So he say Pope passed last night. Oh man.
The for real?
R.I.P. Pope, man. Man. R.I.P. man.
Man, that is R.I.P. Pope, man.
Hey man.
It's finna be a quiet day today around the world.
Hey.
I'm Catholic. I already know what's finna go down. But man, I'm real excited to see y'all pull y'all dogs out for me, man. I know I be calling people out, but it's just I'm more excited to see y'all show y'all work off, man. Cause
Mhm.
cause to a lot of people they might look at us like, they might laugh at what we doing. But
Yeah.
when they see them
I'm
dogs, I
okay.
bet they be quiet.
I'm okay with it, man. I'm okay with it. I still got, respect for, what it is, man. Cause the way I look at it, I'ma still do what I was gonna do, irregardless whether eyes on me or not. So it is what it is, man. You know, but yeah,
Yep.
that's just the way I look at it. Cause I mean, check this out. Let's be for real, man. Let's take ourselves off of this social media platform, right? Would you still have dogs? Elevated, would you still be doing what you do?
Oh yeah.
Supreme, would you still be doing what you do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
native gold. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, man, it's just, uh so I mean I could, it does, you know, sometimes you put your heart on your sleeve, let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? And things do get to you. But I mean, let's put you turn the lights off, I'm still gonna be doing the same thing that I was doing prior to. You understand? So uh you can feel how you want to feel. All I know is I'm gonna keep it 100 with myself first. I
Yes,
ain't,
sir.
you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, man, I can speak for Big A, man. Like I'm not trying to prove myself to be something that I'm not, man. I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people that try to, you know what I'm saying, pay the image of what they want the public to see them as, and get caught up in trying to, you know what I'm saying, think that something that they not. Nah, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, just keep it 100, man. Like, I be doing what I'm doing without, you know what I'm saying, without the eyes on me. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, I had a yard full of dogs before I ever even showed anything off on the internet.
Yeah.
Like I was doing it for a couple of years before I ever even got on Battlebred or Samurai.
Yeah. Now I'm not gonna lie though, you know what I'm saying? Being on here, chopping it up with the chat, seeing people. What's up, sir? Swampy, seeing people in the chat, getting information, linking with boys, you know what I'm saying, and the whole nine, man. Yeah, it's very motivating, man. It can give you gas to put in the car for that drive, you know what I'm saying, and definitely, man, every day I'm learning something new, you know what I'm saying. So,
Yeah. Yes, sir. That's right.
that's a plus, man. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Then you a humble brother too. So
Yeah,
when you learn, when you learn this stuff, you really learning it because you're humble. You ain't trying to fight it, trying to receive it.
yeah. For
I
real,
think
man.
so. You just pointed out something good, actually. I think there is
What?
people that fights the information more than just accepts the truth.
You say what? Say that one more time.
I think a lot of people do fight the information because it don't fit their narrative, rather than just accepting the truth. That was a good point, Supreme.
Yeah,
I've never looked at it like that. Like people, you give them information and they're like, no, no, they are kind of fighting it, even though you know it's the
yeah,
truth. Like
yeah.
I'm gonna talk a little bit more about some colors on my show. But I made a Facebook post talking about two red-nosed dogs throwing.
Oh, I saw that, a black
Yep.
dog.
Well,
Yeah,
okay.
I saw that.
So I put it out there to see what people said, right? And
Hmm.
nobody pointed out why that puppy come out black.
Hmm.
Nobody. Everybody was telling me it's impossible, this and that.
You guys don't say that for the
Yeah, I'm gonna
elevated
go into it.
perspective. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
gonna talk a
because
little more
you
about
get,
color.
you get carried away with it, man.
Yep. I mean,
Hey,
a well-known brother even went so far as telling me, "Oh, that dog ain't the daddy of him." Like, I know who the daddy was. I had him in the high kennel the whole time. Or I meant Carson. I
yeah,
had Carson in the high kennel the whole time.
yeah.
Like,
Hey,
there's literally no scientific way that any other dog got to her. It was an intentional, 100% planned breeding.
yeah.
So
Hey, Tim Hendricks say, Drake, can you shoot me an email? Wanna put a dog in the shower, but can't send a picture through email for some reason. Hey, that's crazy, man. Because when I was young, and I had a whole bunch of pups running around different ages and whatnot, man. I got it from my mentor. I used to just go in the bathroom with the pups and have my little swimsuit on and all that other stuff, man, and just
I think he meant
watch
he
them
wants to
up.
put a dog in the show.
Oh,
Autocorrect
yeah,
probably, changed
yeah,
it to shower. I think he wants to put one in the digital dog show.
yeah, but that's why it just brought that up. It just brought that
Yep.
memory up. Now, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yep. Mason used to take a shower with one of my ex-girlfriends all the time. Till he was about
yeah.
a year old. He'd just get in there with her. Like she couldn't get in
Nah,
without him climbing in.
yeah, I wouldn't take a shower with him, but like I just to get through it, washing all the pups at one time, like in and out. You know what I'm saying? Get them, boom, 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 pass them to my girl, and she dry them off. And, we continue the process, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
And at my new house, I don't have a bathtub. I built my shower myself, so I
yeah.
have to do that now versus like where I used to just give them a bath in the bathtub. But
Hendry. Oh, go ahead.
sorry,
No, go ahead, bro.
but squatting down next to the bathtub, hell, I got just as soaked as I did if I get in there with them.
Yeah, that's why I just put on a swimsuit, man. And just I wouldn't care about getting wet. And then when they done, go through the whole process of cleaning that bad boy. Then after that, then I'll go to the other room, take a shower. But hey, you can we got the link for the digital dog show. I can't post it right now, man. I had to get
The
back with you,
WhatsApp.
Tim. Yeah, on the WhatsApp, but I can't post it from here, man. I don't have the link. Dre will get it up here soon. Yeah.
And from my understanding, the WhatsApp's the best way because it don't destroy the
No,
quality of the pictures.
that's the only way we take them. We accept it. Yeah,
And it's not hard to make for anybody that don't have it yet. It's easy to get. So
yeah,
some people you
yeah,
say that and it deters them, but like they need to be. It's easy. It's not hard.
yeah. Hey, Supreme.
Yes, sir.
Hey, so you said recently you went on like a 9 mile run, right?
Man, I was at the gym. It was 3 days.
Oh,
Yeah, it was 3 days after I had that seizure. And
oh
my
man.
girl was like, "You want to go to the gym?" And I was like, yeah, I might as
Mm.
well. And I
Oh,
got on that meal and ran 5 miles. Went to work out and
yeah,
then got right back on it.
yeah, yeah. You haven't ran like that outside on the outside.
I've done 3 miles outside. I'm actually training
Uh-huh.
outside now with Faith because I'm trying to run that Chicago Marathon.
How long is that? 25 or 26?
I think that Chicago Marathon was 22.3.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
You gonna take Faye up with you?
nah. Yeah. Well, if my girl gonna be somewhere station with her
Yeah.
and hand me a bottle of
Why?
water if I need.
No, I'm talking about out, man. Oh, okay. Man, you should have been man, you should have been taking your dog with you on those runs, man.
Oh no, see, I do like the 3 mile jokes, like 3 mile,
Hmm.
like so. I go to the gym and I run that treadmill and I come back home and work up. I don't be feeling like running again
Yeah,
after I just ran 5 miles on treadmill and probably, what I'm saying, probably did like 400 pounds on legs or something. I'd be like, nah, I can't do it. But she still made me walk her, so I walk her them 5 miles and then bring her home and she'll run. I wish I could measure how much distance she'd be running when she run from one end of the backyard to the other end, chasing that strap.
yeah,
But I'd be back here for like an hour and a half, bro, and she be doing it
yeah,
nonstop.
man. Yeah, man. Hey, shoot, we been getting that road work in lately, bro. We getting that road work in, man.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
last 3 days, we done me and Michelle 34 miles, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yesterday we walked 10 miles last night. The night before was like 11, and then the other day was 13. You know what I'm saying?
When she be getting home, when you be getting home with her from the walk, she be wanting to do some more work, or she be cool.
Nah, nah. To be honest, man. Okay, so if I was really going like worker in that realm, man, I would try to keep it 5 miles or less. You know what I'm saying? I don't. If I'm a go hard stress, I go hard stress. One direction. So right now it's just about long wind, man. It's just getting the wind up, man. Just you know, um, keep away from the slap mill for a little while. Keep away from the flirt poles and all of that for a little while, man. Um, she get extra excited, so we hit that road work for a little while, man, and then start cutting when it start coming in. Then we start getting into that. We start chopping it up, start
Right.
getting into all of that stuff. So yeah, you know what I'm saying. But like nah, man, because that was one thing that I used to. That's what I was saying about my boy Boomer, man. No matter what I threw at Boomer, he would take it. And one thing I believe in, man, I sincerely believe in, man, is that bike. Man, I swear, like if I had one thing to work a dog, this is
Uh,
just me. You know what I'm
be that
saying?
bite.
It'd be a bike. You can keep the slab meal, you can keep everything, man. Give me the bike. You know
You
what I'm
get a mountain
saying?
bike, you can set the resistance and everything, huh?
Man, I'm talking about that bike, man. Especially if they grow into the bike, and they just, Because and one thing that versus that Boomer would do versus other bikes, he would. I mean, my other dogs is he would literally pull me like the entire time. He might have some times, where it's like uh, like a good trot. You know what I'm saying?
Like a 30 second, get
And
my breath back, then let me get back to
like
pulling.
yeah, but the neighborhood that I would go in, because I stayed in an apartment complex, and the apartment complex had a big ass field, and and then on the other side of the field was an actual neighborhood. The neighborhood was a circle. It had fenced in front yards and backyards, and a
Right.
lot of people kept their dogs out at night and during the day. So that was one thing that I kind of was a plus. So when we go, and it was a circle, it was about maybe about a little over right under a half mile circle around the neighborhood. So, you know, Homer see a dog, the dog get to barking, he get to going. You know what I'm saying? And then, by the time, but he going, he got so much momentum. By the time we get up to the spot where the dog is at, he can't slow down. So we got to keep going. You know what I'm saying? And then,
Right.
it might be about 5, 6 houses down, it's another dog. Then he get to going. It'd be like that around the entire thing, man. I'm
He
talking
was
about
turned.
whatever I would throw at him, he would take. And it's just, and I'm talking about he retarded, man. I'm talking about retarded, man. Tear shit up, all types of stuff, man. Retarded, make you want to, man, just damn fool. But no matter what I threw at him, he would do it. You know?
That's what's up.
Yeah, yeah, man. Elevated, man. What you
Yes, sir.
what you doing for conditioning, man? Mr. Mountain Man, you know what I'm saying?
Uh,
In the hills, man.
a lot of spring pole, fart pole, and the
Hmm.
email.
Okay.
Them
Yeah.
them three things I can harness the dog in, pretty much.
Elevated. I
Yes,
mean
sir.
not elevated, supreme. Hey, if you could only use three bits of equipment or actions for conditioning, what would it be, bro?
Uh, I ain't gonna lie. What I'm using now, I got the road work. That'll be one.
Hmm. Hmm.
The fetch with the weighted straps,
Hmm.
cause she do that a lot. And then I don't know how to describe it. I'm gonna show it to you. Turn my camera on. I put one of the straps at the end of this loaded spring that I got on the mall. Let's see.
I'm gonna send Dre a link to a harness if he wants to
You
put it
said,
up forever. Do
yeah,
I
I'm about
send
to.
the link to Dre or you?
Hey, turn my camera on.
My bad. Thing be moving around. I'm trying to get that picture down, man. There we go. Hold on. Yeah.
Yeah, as far as all these big long miles, uh, I would love to see that done where I'm at. I would
Yeah.
love to see that done where I'm at, because
Yeah.
it's different than walking 3 miles straight flat.
Yeah.
So I got it anchored into the tree, pretty strong tree. Then I got the spring right here, and then I latch on that strap on right here.
Hmm.
And she grab it. She grab it like around right here. Her feet be off the ground, and she just use one of her arms to just bounce herself off the tree while she yanking it.
Yeah.
And
I,
then
I, uh,
go ahead.
oh no, 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 no. I see you. You had on it the other day.
So when she get tight, when she running back and this the yard, so she run all the way to that corner. I be standing like right here, and I launch the strap right here. So you can pretty much tell how heavy the strap is. It's a thick one.
Mm-hmm.
So I launch that and she'll run it back. And when she get tired of that, I put that same strap, click it on her,
Mm-hmm.
and then I let her do that for like 5 minutes, take off, and then get to
Yeah.
running her again.
Yeah.
It's what she like to do. I promise you, she'll rather do this than walk. But she like to walk though. She don't like to walk the neighborhood. She like to walk that forest preserve though.
Yeah.
Yeah, she love that forest preserve. And she a good dog. When other people dog be like walking up to it, going crazy, her hair stand up a little bit. She be like, "Oh, get me up out of here, man. We supposed to be working. Get me away from the dog." It's a little nippy out there, boy.
Yeah, man. What's the tip, man?
Man, it say that's the Midwest, so that wind be blowing. It say it's 53, but it feel like 38.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Says
man.
it's
I'm a still walker though.
says it's 65 here right now.
Shoot, it's about to be 90 degrees today, man.
Oh yeah, you cheating.
Welcome
Man,
to Texas.
it's supposed to
Yeah,
rain Tuesday all the way till Saturday.
yeah,
Jesus.
it's supposed to rain. Yeah, it's supposed to rain tomorrow. But yeah, man, that's why I just be like, forget it. I'm gonna get the road to work in while I can. Plus, man, get my thoughts out, man. You know how it be. Ain't nothing like hitting that road with the dog, man. I was thinking about it, man. When my mother gave me that damn poodle, man, that standing poodle, I got a respect for standing poodles, man. But man, it's crazy. I still hit the road with the poodle, man. Still out there with the poodle.
Man,
And
jokers at work.
speaking of, man, like I think we was talking about it last week sometime, man. You know, Big Hill brought up feeding curves and people getting rid of dogs and all types of stuff that they that doesn't perform the way they want them to or whatever the situation is. Man, Elevated, I got a question for you with that being said. Like
Yes,
you
sir.
got dogs, man. You have litters on the ground and all this type of stuff. If you saw like a 16, 17 year old with a dog that really ain't it, man. Like that dog just it ain't holding, man. Would you but you see that he really sincerely taking care of that dog, man. He really, you see him out there trying to do stuff and work with the dog, and it might not even be a full breed, whatever breed it is, but you see him out there working with it, man. Would you give him a dog?
Uh, so depending on who his parents are, where he
Mm-hmm,
lives, all that
mm-hmm,
stuff. But
mm-hmm,
and the fact that he already has a dog,
mm-hmm.
it would depend too. You know what I mean, on the sex of that
I,
dog.
I'm
But
saying, and a dog suitable for him. Not you wouldn't just give him
yeah,
any dog. Yeah.
well, so it depended on what I seen that his dog was doing. You know what I mean? Like if he if it wasn't like tugging or something good enough, I can help him with that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm,
Like I can help teach that dog how to tug better or shake
mm-hmm,
better or any of that. But like you can't teach, no matter how good you are, you can't teach work ethic. So like if the dog just lacked work ethic and that's
mm-hmm,
what he really wanted, I'd I'd probably have him come and like if you come and hung out, I would do it old school. Like if you come and hung out and took care of dogs enough and I saw that you could handle them, I'd give you one. But it all
mm-hmm.
just depends on like I've tried to give my little cousin one, but
Yeah.
his mom always wants him to go get like huskies and shepherds and just shit like that. But I've tried my best to give my little cousin one. But
Yeah.
it just
Court,
depends on the kid, really.
yeah.
I was
Yeah.
17 when a lot of people say no, like, but I was 17 when I got Mason, and I didn't ruin
Yeah.
him. So
Yeah. Um Courtney L would say no. Shout out to Courtney, man. Uh
yeah,
I say what about you, Supreme?
What was the question? If I seen somebody with a dog and they did I give him the dog or would
I'm
are you?
saying, yeah, youngster. I'm not saying like you see him like a couple of days. I'm saying you've been watching him over time, man, and you see he really has a passion for it.
And he a youngster.
Yes.
Depending on how young he is, I probably have to have a conversation with his people first. And if they okay it, then I pull him all the way underneath my wing.
Yeah.
But if his
Hey,
people ain't trying to
go
okay
ahead.
it, then you can't go against the kid parents.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Without a doubt, man. What about you, Welsh? What's happening, bro?
What's up? What's up? What
Yeah.
is? I was trying to connect the Bluetooth. What was the question?
Okay, so if you seen a youngster, man, who got a mediocre dog, man. Let's say, for some reason, let's just say a mixed breed that is a pit mixed breed, and he really taking care of that dog, man. He love that dog. He trying to mimic a lot of stuff, man, as far as working and you know what I'm saying, out there doing his thing, man, or whatever. Would you give him a dog?
I would, me personally, depending on the situation, I would let him come around my dogs first, and see how he move before I just give him a dog.
Yeah, I mean, you
Yeah,
can watch
I
him.
would rather him. I would rather him come with me on a few walks and certain things just to see how he handle these dogs.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
then I would take that in consideration.
Okay. Now, I want to ask everybody up here, man. How many of y'all was that kid?
Oh yeah, I was that kid for sure. Shit, I got my first one when I was 14, 13,
Mhm.
about to be 14.
Yeah.
I got him in
Okay.
probably July, and I turned 14 later that November.
hmm
So,
Okay.
and I didn't ruin him neither.
Yeah. Okay. Now, how many of y'all first dog was given to you?
Yeah, he was.
Welsh, what about you?
Yeah, it was. I worked for it. It was given to me, but I worked
Yes.
around the yard for it. Yeah, so yeah,
You earned it. You
yeah.
earned it. You earned it. Supreme, what about you?
Shit, my mama put me in this shit.
Okay. See, because that's a point I like to point out, man. A lot of us, our first dogs was given to us in some form or manner, man. You know, I know it's hard out here, man. I know it's crazy out here, man. But it's just like, man, sometimes we forget that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man. It's just something that popped into my head, man. Like, because I've seen it, man. I've been that kid, man. The first dog that I had was given to, and a lot of dogs. When I asked that question, man, a lot of dog men that I talked to, or dog owners, dog fanciers in this breed, most of their dogs was given to them the first time too, or like your situation, Welsh, they earned it, Yeah.
Yep. So I owned Mason's daddy, and we had to move. We had lived at this house for 15 years, and my landlord after 15 years, my mom grew up going to her house and staying in this house because she was best friends with her daughter.
hmm
After 15 years, this lady put a note in her mailbox saying that we had to move because she was going to let her son move in, that he had nowhere to go. So I had to get rid of Ace and Sasha, and because I had two dogs even back then. I was 14, and I had to get rid of Ace and Sasha. So I gave him to a local dude, and they bred him to my nanny Gail's dog. So I was giving him from my nanny G.
hmm
That's how I got Mason.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah.
My
So,
dad's dogs were already old. See, my dad
yeah.
probably would have given me one, but they were already old and not like not being bred. And then the offspring were too, like the last offspring were too young to be bred at that time. So I kind of fell right in the middle. That's why I ended up getting one for my nanny instead of my dad.
Can't tell you what's happening, man, with the crown on his head. Heavy is the head that wear the crown. Man.
Yes, sir.
Man.
Yeah, like,
big.
There's a lot of good dogs given to people.
I think in my situation, I can speak for myself. All the best dogs that I had was given to me.
Yep.
Yeah. Every best dog that I had was given to me.
Well, and you didn't value that dog any less because it was given to you than one you paid for, right? Huh?
Yeah. Yep.
A lot of people think that if somebody pays for something, they're going to respect it. That goes both ways. They might, but then they also might see that thing as a dollar sign. So, like, you know what? Where if you didn't pay for it, there ain't no dollar sign involved.
Yeah. Dre, what's happening, bro?
Yeah, man, y'all cooking on something this morning, man. I got roll call in like 10 minutes, but I wanted to chime in on that.
Yeah.
So I was not getting my first dog or my second. I don't think I started giving dogs until I'd already been in it for about 8 to 10 years, man. And people was like, okay, he's not gonna quit. He's in this thing for real. And so I think paying for it, like Elevator was saying, man, some people say there's a dollar sign, but I saw it as, man, it's an investment, man. I ain't about to lose this dog, man. I ain't messing around with y'all. That was big. But also, man, I was doing some stupid stuff and still to this day do some stupid stuff with the dogs, man. So I appreciate buying it. So I ain't got to listen to what you talk about, bro. If I buy that dog from you, man, it's my dog. I do what I want to with it, And I like that. Whereas I think sometimes when you're gifted a dog, there's expectations put on that deal, man. I ain't trying to deal with that, man. I'm trying to move how I move and do what I do. But that's it, man. Salute to the panel. Salute to the chat. I'm out.
Well, and then Dre brought up a good topic. Like, what if you get
way too early for the fake? This that real game for real bros. No decaf, no cap. Welcome to Shogun Bros, no decaf. Live every weekday, 6:30 in the morning, Central Time. Did you hear what I said? Central Time. We talk dogs, bloodline building to yard work, from stud talk to the truth behind the pups. This ain't no highlight reel. It's how you really build legacy. Shogun Bros, no decaf. Pull up, pull up, handle yours. This ain't just content. It's culture. Welcome to the Cookout with TOYO, where family vibes meet front porch truth. No scripts, no filters, just heart, heat, and hot plates. Ooh. Step up with elevated perspective, with elevated game for grown men and women building mind, spirit, and vision. And men at work with pimps over simps. Choice. Real convos, no cap, all purpose for the men behind the mission. 3 shows, 1 network, all gas, no decaf. Put no creamer in my man. Look, Shogun Unlimited, man. Press play and get, man. Come on, press play, press play.